The weapon on the banner could belong to one of the Archwitch's colonies. It's definitely not from this area. A heavy-looking smithy's hammer. I don't wish to encounter the blacksmith that goes with this. It's lucky that Fido isn't at home right now. Two-headed burning corehounds are a bit of a pain, even if this one seems to be quite small. I could do that. Someone would notice the smoke and put the fire out. Critter and I'll just have to take care not to be caught. Let's ensure that our little friend has a bit of freedom of movement.
What the? Fire! Damn nuisance! Why do I always have to deal with this?
Thanks. This isn't gonna work. I can't perform this sort of magic. For someone who hasn't got magic in their blood, a magic spell's just a piece of paper. MacGuffin?
What? I'm ready.
Are you by any chance magically gifted? Critter's found a frost spell, but I can't use it.
I'll have to pass on that. I'm not gifted with magic either. Who is nowadays?
That red box over there, what use might it have?
I was wondering about that myself. It looks very interesting. Purely on a scientific level, of course.
It seems rather out of place.
Mortroga's kingdom is large. Many are bound to her by allegiance. Or perhaps she bagged it on one of her raids. Who knows?
I have to go. There are bound to be other caged gremlins that need to be released.
Very funny.
Hey, Critter! That door's gap is only a few centimetres high. How on earth do you get through that? Don't you have any bones? Or are you a magical creature? A shapeshifter, maybe? In any case, it makes you much more useful than Cheep Cheep. You could have proved that earlier, but you were too scared of the air defences. As always, an enlightening conversation. Thank you, Critter. I can't really do anything with this spell, can you?
Well, what is he going to do? Astonishing. Quite astonishing.
That could work. The bars are now frozen.
Freedom!
Disregarding the fact that we're still in a mighty fortress of evil, you are right.
One step at a time, and that was an important one. Here's to the critter. And of course,
Too kind.
it was a very clever idea to simply ignore the magically sealed lock. In my desperation, I tried to open it with this, but I didn't manage.
What is it?
My universal lockpick.
That's a wire.
Exactly. I've had it for years. It has served me well, cracking every lock thus far. It's taken a magically sealed lock to defeat it.
MacGuffin?
Yes?
Could I just borrow your universal lockpicker?
It seems to me that you don't fully appreciate it.
It's a bit of wire.
With which you can open almost any lock. These things are sacred to me, just like my whip. Speaking of which, where is it?
I'll tell you about that later. I need the wire. It'll help us get out of here.
All right then, what's the magic word?
Please, oh please, give me the little piece of wire and do your bit to save the world.
Very well, just don't forget again.
There are quite a few inscriptions in that red box. Can you work out what they mean?
I can try. Many of the inscriptions recount the daily lives of the people in whose midst this cabinet once stood. Here are the various services on offer. It might have something to do with a primitive fertility ritual. Some of the pictures would suggest that.
And that white parchment on the wall?
Oh, outrageous.
What's wrong?
This device here on the wall seems to be capable of connecting people over very long distances.
Really? A kind of teleport?
Yes, yes. Here, worldwide, local, all that you need is a number. The number of another unit, and something like a small piece of gold as payment.
That could be our ticket to freedom.
Just what I was thinking.
Could you get us out of here using that machine?
Perhaps, but we need the number of another device like this, and a small gold coin.
I'll be as fast as I can.
Excellent.
Just how are we meant to discover the number of a machine that might be hundreds of miles away from here?
That's a good question. There must be records for this. Whoever put this device in here may also have hidden a list with the numbers of the other devices somewhere.
What do you think? How many other machines like this exist?
Who knows? There could be dozens of them.
I have to go. See you later.
Come to me if you have any questions.
I'll just take a few gold coins from the chest. I don't need any more. MacGuffin?
Yes?
I've got some gold coins here.
Excellent. One of them's sure to fit. Give them to me. But we still need the number.
Or can we just try a few out?
Nonsense. If we're unlucky, we'd have to try out billions of numbers. And who knows where a wrong number might take us.
Okay.
But we still need the number.
Or can we just try a few out?
Nonsense.
Okay. I have to go. See you later.
Come to me if you have...
The troll is still out cold. I hope... MacGuffin, can you give the other holder a tug? That should help things along. Let's see. A book. It's written in the same strange script as the words in the red box. Hey, look! This book was in a secret hiding place in the wall.
Show me. The number we're searching for could be in there. And here it is. Here's the number of another device.
What is it?
2.
We would have been a long time guessing that.
Now let's see then. Come in, you two. Come on. It's tight, but it's our path to freedom. All right then. You're supposed to pick up this part here. Stay calm. It's all completely normal. I hope. I'll put the coins in. All right then. I'll enter the number. 2. It works. Was interesting.
Completely ridiculous. And now?
To the Archmage.
Where are all the bloodthirsty orcs?
Yeah, well, I'm the only one left.
That means I'm fighting you in the warrior contest?
No, someone's got to be the referee.
So I don't have an opponent and have won without a fight?
Not so fast!
Oh, Zazzy, love to see you. Have you put on a few pounds?
That human is mine. I'll be taking him to the Archwitch.
You can't just take him. He's a warrior.
Don't be daft.
Shield, sword, and helmet say something different.
We don't say anything different at all. You aren't a warrior.
What are you waiting for? Knock the greenskin out!
He's a warrior. He's been let into our camp to take part in the warrior contest. As long as the contest is taking place, he is protected by our word.
And since I don't seem to have an opponent, this contest is certainly going to last for some time yet. I shouldn't really have said that, should I?
All right then. The contest has begun. The opponents will compete in tests of strength, skill, and speed. You can do the tests at any time. If you leave the camp, you're disqualified.
And can be freely shot.
Oh, man.
Stuff of dreams. You'll be hanging from the gallows this evening. But first, I'll relish your ineptitude.
Well, how's it going with the contest?
The first contest is a test of strength.
Not arm wrestling again.
No, you will compete in the traditional orc sport of dwarf throwing. You throw the dwarf as far as you possibly can. Whoever throws it the furthest wins.
That tree trunk there, that's the dwarf?
Correct.
A very good effort. "12 foot! Excellent!
Can't be all that heavy.
Yeah? How about if we make this competition a little more interesting for me? I will participate with a handicap.
Aren't your looks enough?
That means that the Honourable Mazaz allows you as many attempts in each discipline as you like to try to improve on her performance. And if you manage just once, then you've immediately won the discipline.
Okay, fine by me. Give me the dwarf. As many attempts as I like, yeah?
Until the sun sets, then whoever's ahead has won.
Ha!
I'll do the one honorable thing left to me in this situation. Cheat. That thing weighs a ton at least. It's a huge trunk. The tree stump seems to have been lying there so long it's sprouting again. Isn't it sometimes astonishing how everything in the world seems to have a purpose? A termite mound. Considering they can be a heck of a lot bigger, this one isn't all that impressive.
You're not all that impressive either.
Huh? Who said that?
Do you hear voices in your head? Not a good sign.
Shut it!
Down here, you ape.
Who are you guys?
Termites, of course.
You can talk?
Oh, you noticed. We've been around for hundreds of millions of years. Why shouldn't we be able to speak? You apes have learned how to do it too.
What do you mean, apes? Humans were made 8,000 years ago by an invisible wizard.
Right, and you rule the planet.
Planet? You know a thing or two about wood, don't you? How come this dwarf trunk is so heavy?
An invisible wizard is pushing it towards the ground.
I don't think so.
What do you expect? That thing is a solid tree trunk. They're always heavy.
Could you maybe hollow it out a bit?
Yeah, sure we could. But what do we get out of it?
What would you like?
A 1784 Shadow Latif board.
What's that?
Wood that was made into wine barrels, cupboards, coffins, etc. in the year 1784. 1784 is an extraordinarily good wood vintage.
You can't be serious. Where am I supposed to find something like that?
Your problem.
Could you please hollow out the dwarf?
You're asking the wrong people, ape. Do we look like socialist woodworm vermin?
Worse. I need to get going.
Catch you later, ape.
A load of socks all knotted together. That stops arguments about whose feet are used as a basic unit of measurement. There are a few merchants in Pockmore, who for this very reason have hired staff with particularly big feet and some with pretty teeny ones. They'll use one or the other depending on whether they're buying or selling. I've got to beat Mazaz's 12-foot throw somehow. I've got to beat Mazaz. She's having a ball. She's enjoying displaying her superiority over me. Hello, sunshine.
Buzz off, or do you want to give up?
Nope, not me. The pan still looks really good, even if it does look like it's not been used for months. They've got talking cows here. Why not talking goats as well? Good day. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm known as Bill. I'm a travelling salesman. Not by choice, though.
Meaning?
I came from Seastone. Thought things must be better here with the orcs than they are with the humans. Someone's got to win this damn war, right?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Even collaboration with the enemy is no longer worth it for an honest merchant like me.
I ought to get my muscles into shape. Have you got any power elixir?
There are very strict anti-doping laws at warrior contests.
Yeah? And?
It doesn't matter anyway. I haven't even got a damn mana potion left.
Shame. Well, that's enough talking. I have a gnome to rescue.
If you say so.
That's a kind of frying pan from the eastern lands. When we were kids, we used to go sledding with them. I'm not going off with that. There's not a single bit of magic in that shield. The shell from a Galarian armored turtle. Those are man-sized giant turtles which make fantastic armor and shields. That's the biggest tent in the camp. Excuse me?
Nate, what are you doing here?
Saving your gnomish little neck.
Yes. Well, let's go.
I thought you'd have been impressed that I hadn't just got the hell out.
You really considered just leaving me here?
No! Well, not exactly. Leave you here. But it was pretty difficult getting in here. I had to get hold of a sword and a helmet and there were earth pixies and dragons and...
I knew you'd come to rescue me.
Yeah?
Yes! You had it in you, all the time. All you needed was a good reason to let it out.
Let what out?
Your heroic valor. Everyone has it, but very few ever dare to show it. It's not easy to be a true hero.
Oh, Wilbur.
All right. Calm down, untie me.
No can do. I have to win a contest first.
What contest?
A warrior contest between me and Mazaz. You're the prize.
Oh. Great.
It'll work out with all that heroic valor.
Yes. Yes, sure, but maybe...
Wait for me here. It won't be long and I'll be able to take you with me. If things go really well, in one piece even. What's happened to the artifact?
The Orc chieftain took it from me and put it on the pile there.
Where?
There.
Ah,
Oh. The chieftain said there's a powerful spell on the floor to prevent theft. That could pose a problem.
let's get you free first. Then we'll see. You know anything about the hooded guy?
No. He keeps sneaking around the place. Doesn't seem to be an orc.
What do we do if he's a Shadow Army agent?
If he is, we'd better hurry and get the artifact to safety.
You're right. Let's hope that Ivo and Critter are all right.
I hope so too. Still, I think they're quite capable of taking care of themselves. Both of them.
I don't know. Taken prisoner by the shades? All alone? Bound and gagged? Huh? Back in a mo.
Hurry! I gotta go to the little mage's room.
That's one of those magic mirrors that don't make me look fantastic. I love reflective surfaces, and what looks back at me from them. Doesn't matter whether the artifact of divine fate is in it or not. Everybody wants this little wooden casket. But first of all, I have to get on with freeing Wilbur. Doesn't matter whether... Wool and knitting stuff. Strange. I'd have expected more chopped off heads and bloodied battle axes. Stuff like that. What's that? A board and a note.
I think the hooded one just had a look at it too.
It says, a 1784 board from Chateau What's-Its-Name. Can't be.
Suspicious.
And how? You don't usually get anything gratis around here.
Maybe it's a trap.
Something's telling me I ought to be careful and had better get moving. There are a load of skulls hung up around here. This one's got a hole in it. Well, one more than the others. A stone arrowhead has gone through the skull. I'll take that with me. By Tutatis. Helmets. A whole load of them. An impressive collection, but it can't help me anymore. Hey, you there!
Ah, the mammal.
Here, your Chateau... whatever board.
A 1784 Chateau Latif? Oh, that's beauty, mate. Woohoo! That's it. The bouquet. The earthy scent. Oh, you primitive apes couldn't appreciate something like this, but connoisseurs would do anything for such a choice morsel.
Okay, save me the wood gourmet routine and hollow out the dwarf, will you?
We'll do it. We could, of course, have taken out the orcs and freed the gnome for you,
What?
but that was just too complicated for your mammalian brain. Come on, lads. Take us to the dwarf, King Kong.
You're such a...
Shut up! I've got everything under control. Hey, boys, work to do.
Okay, men, let's go! Attack!
That ought to reduce the weight considerably.
Hup, hup, hup!
If the termites have done their job properly, the trunk should be about right for me now. Hello? I'm ready for my second attempt.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
We're ready. Very impressive.
He is cheated.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No matter, my attempt went further.
We'll measure it. Amazing.
What?
12 foot and 6 toes. The humans won!
What? You must have measured incorrectly the first time, old man.
Silence! I'm the referee in this contest and my word is final. The human won by 6 toes. The next contest is a test of skill.
You were pretty good, too, for a woman. Well, you just need a bit of luck. Ah, dream distance. Hopefully Mazaz and the chieftain won't take a closer look at the thing until I'm a long, long way off. The tree has done its bit. I've got a branch and it's not much good for anything more. I think I've got a vague idea of what the next competition might be.
It's the test of skill. Archery.
Ooh, how does that work then?
You have to shoot an arrow into target from back here.
Oh, really?
Out of the way, windbag. No one's gonna rescue you this time. I never miss.
"10 points for Mazaz. It's your turn, human.
I haven't got a bow.
A warrior without bow? I suggest you get yourself one.
And while you're at it, an arrow, a keen eye, and a steady hand.
And earplugs. Good day.
Howdo.
Have you got a bow and maybe some target-seeking arrows by any chance?
I've got no bows, and if I had any target-seeking arrows, they'd be sticking out of your backside by now.
Hey, you could at least be polite. So how is it that you can just stroll into this camp and I had to get all this junk together first?
Huh? What did he say? What did he say?
I'm a merchant. Merchants are neutral.
And that hooded character?
I've no idea who that is. The chief seems to know him. Arrived here just before you, and he's been creeping around the camp ever since.
Pretty suspicious.
Not only that, the fellow also presented me a few very strange offers.
Don't like the sound of that. Maybe he's an agent of the Archwitch.
I don't care either way. I'm heading south tomorrow. Maybe people down there still have gold in their pockets.
Have you got a bow and maybe some target-seeking arrows by any chance?
I've got no bows, and if I had any target-seeking arrows, they'd be sticking out of your backside by now.
Hey, you could at least be polite. Well, that's enough talking. I have a gnome to rescue.
If you say so.
Greetings, stranger. Who are you, and what are you doing creeping around here?
That's nothing to do with you.
Are you some kind of a spy?
No.
You want to sell me something?
No.
I need a bow and arrow. You got anything like that by any chance?
I can get you a bow.
Yeah? What do you want for it?
Nothing.
How unusually generous.
Go to the trader and tell him that you want to buy 98 copper pots. The price doesn't matter.
I've had enough of copper pots. I spent half a day in the dragon's cave making stupid copper pots.
Just do it. Then I'll get you your bow.
Okay. Our paths will certainly cross again. Good day.
How do?
I'd like to buy some copper pots.
Great. As you can see, I've a wide range of different pots.
I need 98.
98 copper pots? That's not going to be cheap.
Gold is no object. My client has more than enough.
I see. Well, I'd love to take all that gold from your pockets, but I don't even have one single damn pot.
Shame.
Certainly.
Well, that's enough talking. I have a gnome to rescue.
If you say so.
Greetings, stranger. I've asked the merchant about the copper pots.
Good.
But he hasn't got 98 copper pots.
Of course not. Wait here. I'll have your bow in a minute.
Isn't there a story about some guy who sold his soul to the devil? Hey, you there, hoodie guy. Where's my bow?
Here.
Thanks. Why do you do that? Maybe he just wants to keep me busy here a while, so that... Almost an arrow already, but it's not going to fly straight as it is. A beautiful homemade arrow. Hello, Chief.
What do you want, warrior?
I have to beat Mizaz in 2 out of 3 disciplines to win the contest?
If you win 2 out of 3 disciplines, 2/3 of the prize is yours. Mazaz can decide which third she keeps.
Great. Who's going to guarantee that Mizaz will let us go as soon as I've beaten her?
No one. As long as a contest is on, you're protected by our tradition and the honor of the warriors.
And as soon as the contest is over?
It's warrior against wimp.
The tent where you've got Wilbur strung up, it's yours, isn't it?
It is? And keep your hands off my things, understood?
I'm only interested in the gnome and the box he's got with him.
You'll get the gnome if you win the contest, but the box stays here. I found it.
Wilbur had it with him.
And that's exactly where I found it.
I've got a bow and arrow now.
Fine, then show us what you're capable of.
But Mizaz has hit the bullseye smack in the middle. How am I going to outdo her 10 points? By splitting her arrow, maybe?
Even that wouldn't help you. Mazaz performed the perfect shot. At the very most, you can equal her.
Well, what happens if we draw then?
The prize will be shared.
The prize is a gnome.
Where's the problem? And now, fire!
And now?
You have as many attempts as you need to improve on Mazaz's shot.
If Mazaz isn't going to make any mistakes, then I'm not going to be able to win. I need to think of something. Let's try again.
Honorable Mazaz.
Damn.
At best you can get a draw.
Watch out!
Mazaz has won.
Till later then.
See you, warrior.
Hello, Chief.
What do you want, warrior?
Let's try again.
Honorable...
Damn.
At best you can get a draw. An unusual technique, but the human also has 10 points. A draw. Do you accept the result?
No, I won't. I want Wilbur in one piece. Till later then.
See you, warrior.
Hello,
I've got your 98 copper pots.
Really?
Let's talk about the price.
Of course. I'll, tell my client that the goods are available and have a few sacks of gold sent over.
Is honest hard work finally going to pay again? You do know that I won't let you get away with deceit.
Yes? No. That's clear. So what have you got then?
What are you after?
Nothing really.
I've got that. Lots of it, actually.
It seems to me somehow that you don't have one single useful thing to sell.
What should I do? My suppliers are dead and they don't deliver on time anymore.
But you've got to have something useful to sell.
Let's see. Oh, I've got a shrinking ring. Costs 2 piles of gold. Some firewater. Or here, a magical stone.
What does that do?
It attracts metal of all kinds.
You mean a magnet?
No, it's a magical stone. Swords, chains, arrows. It attracts everything.
Oh, magic. So, how much does this magic stone cost?
3 bags of silver and 2 small piles of gold.
Are you joking?
You don't find this kind of stone just lying around the place.
Let me suggest a little game.
A game? What kind of game?
No idea, but if I win, I get the stone.
And if I win?
Then you get my magical warrior set.
Outrageous!
A magical warrior set. All right, but I set the rules. I think of a number between 1 and 100.
Pass.
Why? You can't expect me to play a game which I can actually lose. I'm a businessman.
Well, that's enough talking. I have a gnome to rescue.
If you say so.
Greetings, stranger. Mizaz, that ugly orc warrior with a kind of female-ish appearance back there, is a damned good archer. I have to somehow get her not to hit the bullseye every time. I know. This thing here will help. A crumpled note? Well, that's pure genius. But what am I supposed to do with it? Read it and play the merchant's game. How do you know? Are you some kind of a soothsayer? Good day.
How do?
About the magic...
Have you changed your mind? Prepared to take a chance on the game?
No thanks. Well, that's enough talking. I have a gnome to rescue.
If you say so.
The hooded man's crumpled note with 3 scrawled numbers, 42, 79, and 2.5. Even if the guy is a soothsayer, which of the 3 numbers is the merchant's? Good day.
How do?
About the magic stone.
Have you changed your mind? Prepared to take a chance on the game?
Only if you write down your number.
If I write down the number and can't change it afterwards, then your chances of winning increase dramatically.
Then write down 3 numbers. That'll do it.
3 numbers? And if you don't guess all 3, I get your magical warrior set?
Correct. But if I succeed, I get the stone.
That sounds reasonable. 3 numbers. What are they?
Shall we say 42?
Wrong.
You do have to show me the note afterwards.
All right then. Right.
The next number is, 79.
How do you do that?
And the third number... Aha! You wanted to trick me with this one. It's 2.5.
That's just... you.
The stone, please. And before you try any tricks, I don't think that the chieftain's going to appreciate your not settling your gambling debts while you're in his camp.
You're in league with that hooded one. He's a black mage. A thought reader, I tell you. He's using you to further his own ends, and when you're lying dead in the dust, I'll take my stone back and the warrior set.
Well, that's enough talking. I have a gnome to rescue.
If you say so.
Good. The pair aren't looking right now. I've attached it right on the edge. Hello, Chief.
What do you want, warrior?
Let's try again.
Honorable Mizaz.
Ah, well, can happen to anyone.
Hit the bullseye and you win the contest. The human has won the test of skill.
Impossible!
I have spoken. The human also wins the second contest.
That is not...
You gonna start crying, Zazzy?
Come to the front gate for the third and final contest.
Shouldn't we just end the contest here and now? 2-0 is better than 3-0, don't you think?
I will win this challenge and will get my third of the prize. I want the head.
Where do you get the idea you can win this contest? Up to now, your performance has been rather average.
I withdraw my handicap.
Accepted.
What?
You now no longer have as many attempts as you wish. Whoever wins this race wins the contest.
I will wait here for you, with a third of the prize in my hand.
But...
The test of speed comes in the form of a race. Run from here to the peak at mountain. I'll watch. Whoever gets back to camp first wins.
That's all well and good, but I still need...
Go! If the prize is out to you, you'd best be back before her.
Oh, man. I couldn't.
Come on now, human. Just a few more meters and you won.
What?
You're leading.
But... Zazzy?
The Honourable Mazaz has not yet returned.
Ha ha! Loser.
With that, you and your prize are free to go where you wish. You're the winner of the warrior contest.
First the gnome, then the flight.
Perhaps you want to drink to your victory, or would you rather flee immediately, before Mazaz gets back?
We should get out of here before Mazaz gets back, or the hooded guy causes trouble.
What about the box?
Well, that's mine. I found it.
But...
Mr. Chieftain, you were just talking about something we could toast my victory with.
Yes, we could.
Okay, let's do it. Wilbur, you're still too young. Wait here.
Understood. Off we go. A woven basket. Let's see. Half-finished socks and oven mitts. Needles, wool, orc knitting. Today, many people are not aware that it was orcs who actually invented knitting, as well as bridge and putting heads on spikes. I think my maid's gear looks pretty good on me. They won't believe their eyes back home once I make it back. My name is Wilbur. Wilbur Weathervane. Master Wilbur Weathervane.
You're not stealing any of my things, are you? I'm keeping my eyes on you.
This could belong to the competition Cap and Nate told me about. I can't find anything interesting at the front and in the back. Hey, here's something. A stone. Strange. It's as if the stone was sticking to the target. Maybe it attracts straw. Captain Nate took some great risks in order to save me. I knew he was a hero.
Ah, there's my little friend, too. Come on, then. Sing us that song you do really well.
I do hope I don't have to carry him out of here. Hello?
A gnome?
You stole my box, and I want it back.
I found the box. In your hands, finders keepers. An old orc saying.
What do I have to do to get it back?
Become a 2-meter tall blade master who can defeat me in combat.
If I knew which 3 tests would do it, you would have a real problem. How exactly does the magic circle in your tent work?
Are you planning a robbery, little one? I wouldn't recommend it. That's the most up-to-date magic circle technology. Cost me a small bag of gold, that did. But now I don't need to worry about other orcs stealing my treasures anymore.
Can I see it?
Why not? I'm the only one who knows the password.
And Captain Nate really won his competition with Mazaz.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought it possible either. It was incredibly lucky if you ask me. If I were you, I'd get going pretty soon. You shouldn't mess with Mazaz. And between you and me, that hooded character, well, yes, he's not exactly the most friendly kid on the block.
Thanks for the warning. I have to be going.
Away with ya.
The package shows a thief lying on the floor, eyes rolling up and drooling. And what's this say? The do-it-yourself magic circle set protects what's yours. Includes chalk, full-colour manual and parts for the emergency helmet. Ooh, here are the instructions in some folded mithril foil, but no chalk. Here it explains how the system works. The protective force goes into action once the circle has been drawn on the floor and the spells have been spoken. Anyone now trying to enter the circle without thinking the previously selected password will immediately be hit by the evil eye from the heavens. It will confuse the thief's mind and take control of his actions. Wow, this system is foolproof. Whoever fails to think of the password gets taken out by the evil eye. That's folded mithril foil. Grandad says it used to be very valuable. But after the large deposit was found down south, people now use it to wrap their sandwiches. What does it say here? Should you forget your password, you have the opportunity to build a protective device from the included mithril foil and wireframe. This protects you from the evil eye, allowing you to safely enter the circle. However, please contact technical support as quickly as possible for a new password. There's an illustration of how the protective device is supposed to look. I have the mithril foil, but the wire's no longer in the package. That's a painted tree trunk. No idea what it's supposed to represent. Maybe that was the first competition, painting logs up to look pretty. Ugh, stinky socks. I'm not touching those. That wire would be perfect for my evil eye protector, but how can I get it? I've tied the magic stone to the end of the string. It might work if I use the stone for a weight. Seems to attract metal too. I'll bend the wire into shape of the framework shown in the directions. And now for the mithril foil. Done. Whew. Okay, here I go. It works! Ah! I must have accidentally thought of the right password. I thought, well, you know, what you think when you stumble. It really works. If I take the box and then just walk out of the tent, the chieftain will notice. And I can't really just put it in my trouser pocket, can I?
Have you taken something? Perhaps the box that I found on you?
No?
All right then.